Yo, what's up guys, Now Blitzer back with another Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra video. They have officially dropped the Beerus character spotlight. Now I know this is given out to content creators early, and I have seen some of his gameplay just because the content creators had access to Beerus early. So this is not completely blind, but I don't know exactly what he precisely does. I just see what he moves around, throws some orbs, and has like an execute. So I don't know exactly what he does, so this is going to be my first time actually reading and reacting to Beerus' full kit. If you guys are excited for Season 6... Oh, no, preview ahead? Oh, sorry. If you guys are excited for Season 6, please leave a like and maybe consider subscribing. It'll truly help me out a lot. But let's see. Beerus Damage. A god of destruction who switches between short and long-range skills to overwhelm all. Usually finisher or super attack to destroy anyone with a Mark of Destruction. So he's damage. Mark of Destruction is the same passive as Topo, so he's going to be applying some sort of stack. Passive, I'll just show you. Increase the ease of landing finishers on enemy heroes. I believe this is talking about the execute. Targets enemy heroes to whom he has applied Mark of Destruction or enemy heroes with Mark of Destruction that he hits with an attack. The total HP threshold to landed finisher is higher the more Mark of Destruction stacks there are. Enemies to whom he has applied Mark of Destruction will take damage when they are at max stacks. So yeah, when Beerus applies the Mark of Destruction, enemies get this line here, and if an enemy's health gets below this, Beerus will automatically trigger a finisher on them. So when I first saw this, my best comparison was Winter Soldier's ult in Marvel Rivals, where he'll hit you with his ult, and then you'll lose a certain amount of health. And then if he brings you below that health, he will instantly kill you and get another refresh of his ult. And so that's kind of the best interpretation I got of this. So let's actually see it here. So he's using the abilities. Looks like, so you could get 4 stacks. It looks like 4 is the max. And you can see here, the execute range dramatically increases. Oh, no, I went too far. So here it is at base 0. Right here it is nothing. There it is at 0. So I'll put my mouse here. 2 basically went up almost a full tick. Doesn't look like a full one, but it's almost there. So that's 2. 3 is like a half. And then 4 is like a bit more. So the 4th tick. So it looks like 4 is the max amount of stacks you can have. But that's quite like, they were pretty much just eliminating all that health from enemies, and you know, depending on how fast or how quickly he can apply these stacks, I mean, that's a lot of health to just instantly die with. Like, boom, look, the Goku's now dead because he pushed back that line. That's quite a lot. How realistic is it to get the 4 Mark of Destructions? I'm not too sure. We'll have to see his kit, but if you can consistently get to 4, that's pretty strong already. Now, does this apply to only enemies? It says targets enemy heroes. Okay. So it's just enemy heroes. It's not to enemy NPCs or bosses. It's just enemy heroes. Okay, that's good to know. I wonder how fast you can actually apply these Mark of Destruction. But we have his rush attacks. An energy blast attack extends the duration of Mark of Destruction on enemies hit. Becomes a powered up attack if used immediately after activating a skill, excluding super attacks, increasing damage. Powered up attacks become physical attacks when close to a target. So he has a ranged rush attack. Okay. He used an ability. So you can see there that he used an ability and then he got like a much bigger concentrated blast. So this does more damage. Right? He used an ability. And then he actually has a different rush attack for using that empowered attack at melee. And this says here it becomes a physical attack because he's been doing energy blast the whole time. Now, does the melee one do more damage than the energy one? I would assume so because it'll be harder to get the physical attack off. But I mean, he looks like Beerus here has some mobility. So you could get into melee range more quickly. And we actually see the range of his rush attacks here. So we have the range that he needs to be for the melee, which that's quite a lot. Like, for being melee, that's like Trunks level, maybe. You're like Diamond Mini Goku. I'm not Diamond Mini Goku, Diamond Kid Goku. I'm not too sure. But then, yeah, his rush attack, he has pretty long range of rush attack. Okay. Skill 1, Sphere of Destruction Shoot. Kick a Sphere of Destruction at a set position. Explodes and applies Mark of Destruction to enemies upon impact. The further the point of impact, the larger the AoE explosion. Can move before impact. Okay, so he just throws a ball. Okay, seems like a pretty basic ability. You just throw a projectile, does damage, applies Mark of Destruction. And if you're further away, or based on how far you shoot it, you're going to get a much bigger AoE. So we see here it's like completely surrounds Goku at its like absolute max. But then at melee range, yeah, you can see here it's like doesn't fully cover Goku like cleanly. This cleanly covers Goku. Okay. Seems pretty basic. Skill 2, Divine. Say that again. Divine Blitz? Such a stupid joke. Unleash an aura and dash in a set direction. Applies mark of destruction to enemies hit. Damage still increases and dash will end upon hitting enemy. Keep in mind, these abilities are at max rank. That's a pretty far range dash. And the knowing that this applies mark of destruction. And if you hit an enemy, like I guess directly, because the aura seems like it might be a bit, or if you just directly land into someone, you'll apply the damage. Okay. So he has a projectile and a dash, or a movement. Skill 3, Destruction Decree. An unavoidable skill marking a target in a set direction. Applies movement speed up to self and mark a destruction to the enemy. Okay, so on the unavoidable, maybe you could think like a Topo counter, Android 18 ult, Gloria lightning, stuff like that. When another skill, excluding super attacks, hits a marked enemy, the mark explodes, deals damage, and ends that skill's cooldown. Damage increases the more mark of destruction stacks the marked enemy has. The mark wears off as time passes. Interesting. So he has kind of like a combo gimmick where you'll use this. You apply like this a buff or this ability. Oh yeah, look, the Goku has like this yellow, or not yellow, oh my god, purple circle around him. And then Beerus uses his skill 2, the Blitz move. I already forgot. Was it Divine Blitz? Was that the name of the move? Yeah, Divine Blitz. And it kind of looked like it took up, they used the bit of the charge, or the stack here. Because this move did not do this. And then, yeah, you could use the skill 2 again. Interesting. So that was Beerus canceling the skill 3, or using the skill 3 mark of his skill 2. This is Beerus using they are consuming the skill 3 mark of his skill 1. And yeah, okay. Interesting. This ability seems pretty cool. So you're able to put this mark on someone. You will have your rush attack passive, where after you use an ability, you get an empowered rush attack. Then you'll use an ability, consume the mark, get your rush attack passive of an empowered attack. Because you consume the mark, you would then get that skill cooldown back immediately, so that you'll be able to use that ability again that you used to consume the mark, and then you have another empowered rush attack. Huh. He has like a combo kind of tree. That's cool. Whoa, okay, that's cool. Because the combo that I just theoretically thrown out, you would skill 3, rush attack, skill 2, consume the mark, rush attack, skill 2 because you consume the mark, rush attack. Now, is the skill 2 better than the skill 1? I'm not too sure. But that sounds like a really cool like idea. It's kind of giving him like making Beerus like a combo assassin. Because you're probably going to be doing a lot of damage with Beerus. And you're applying all the market destruction stacks. And depending on who you're doing this combo towards, if they don't have like defense step or solid barrier or anything, you could get them super low to that they might be low enough for you to just execute them because of your market destruction stacks from his passive. And we haven't even gotten to his ult. I don't know what his ult does. I think it's like a AoE thing from what I remember seeing. But that's cool. I like that. I guess, would the truly optimal combo be skill 1 projectile to get, just to hit him, empowered rush attack, skill 3 rush attack, skill 2 rush attack, skill 2 rush attack? Or would it be like skill 2 to get in, rush attack, skill 3 rush attack, skill 1 rush attack, skill 1 rush attack? Because the skill 2 would get you in range. Then you would you put the stack, and then you wouldn't, and then you would consume the stack of your skill 1. This is cool. I like this. I like this. It's his skill 3. I really like this and how it impacts the rest of his kit. Let's see his ultimate. This is cool. Alright, just this move, I'm now excited to play Beerus because I love combo characters. So let's say super attack, Sphere of Destruction. What am I looking at? Targets enemies on range of multiple unavoidable spheres of destruction. Applies marked to targets when activated. Targets remain active while within a certain proximity. If affected by I'll destroy you, targets will be KO'd if their HP falls below the HP or finisher HP threshold. The number of maximum targets and number of blasts when there's only one target increases skill level. Can move while attacking. So this is kind of giving me like Vegito skill 3 vibes, where if you're in Vegito skill 3, as soon as you're in that skill 3, you and Vegito cancel this move, you're getting hit, no matter what. Unavoidable. But this seems like it's going to proc his passive for you. But let's see the move in action. Yeah, it's doing all the rush attacks, and then we could see there that, oh, wait, what is that with that? That Goku's health gets low enough that it triggers the passive and he instantly dies. And it says here, the number of maximum targets and number of blasts when there's only one target increase with skill level. So I wonder if this means that skill or level 1 will only target one enemy and do maybe let's do like 5 blasts. But then at rank 2, it's going to hit 2 enemies and hit, I don't know, 10. And then at max rank, it's going to hit 3 targets, but a max of 15. If they're on one target. Now, this skill 3 passive already did say excluding super attack. So you can't, like, skill 3, ult, and then ult again. That would be broken. But this seems like, ult just seems like a finisher, considering it already procs his passive. So you do, like, your whole combo, your, skill 2, skill 3, skill 1, rush attack, blah, 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 everything I was saying earlier. And then once you're done with that, you then ult. And if they didn't die to your initial combo, they should die to your ult. And I mean, Beerus here looks like he has pretty okay health. I don't know how tanky he is, but he seems like it'd be pretty okay health. Because you're going to be going in melee range. Maybe you might have to build more defensive with him to actually live to do your damage and your burst. Or you can just go full damage and just try to burst people before you die, kind of like a Broly. But very interesting. Now, I do want to wonder how this works on bosses and how much damage this does, because it doesn't seem like the greatest secure. Maybe Beerus' other moves are great secure, like, I don't know, KO plus skill 2, KO skill 1, skill 3 combo. Maybe? We'll have to see. Now, what is this? Because normally for these character spotlights, they'll put like the full kind of character animations at first and then put the trailer at the end. So I guess they moved it towards the end. Playstyle. Huh, this is new. I don't remember them ever doing this. Animation looks sick. Playstyle. Yeah, I don't remember this font ever. Mark enemies with skill 3 destruction decree. Attacking marked enemies with skill 1 or skill 2 was showing the cooldown time of the skill. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. So you skill 3, rush attack, skill 1, skill 2, boom. I don't even think that was quote-unquote optimal. Use Sphere 1's Sphere's Destruction shoot against enemy heroes that specialize in close range attacks, and use skill 2 Divine Blitz against enemy heroes that have special and long range attacks. So, skill 3. Skill 1. That looks like... I don't want to trust how much damage this does, because we don't know if this is like a full snowball, full red Beerus against a no-card Goku. But this looks like he's doing pretty good damage. So he doubled skilled 1, skill 2. And you can actually see Goku has 4 diamonds, which I guess should show you more easily how many stacks Mark of Destruction you have. Choose the ideal skills to unleash in succession against enemy heroes attacks, using skills 1 through 3 to apply Mark of Destruction to enemy heroes. Okay, what you got, Beerus? So we got 18. Skill 3. Skill 1. Double skill 1. And 18's forced to leave. And then this one against God Goku, which hopefully he gets nerfed super hard. Skill 3. Wait. What's the range of this skill 3? Because that's Beerus' rush attack. Let me see. Did we see how much range this had? No, we did not. Okay. I just wanted to see how much range it has. But it looks like it has pretty, like, okay range, because when does Beerus activate the skill 3? Yeah, he activated when 18 was outside of Beerus' rush attack window. Okay. So then Beerus uses his skill 3. And yeah, look at when Beerus activates the skill 3. Like, God Goku's here. So I don't know if this is like the edge of the circle or he's slightly more, but looks like the skill 3 has pretty good range. So then Beerus uses skill 3. Immediately, did that do damage? The move doesn't do damage itself, but applies the mark. So it makes me wonder, do you want to max this last because all it does is apply the mark, or do you want to max this like second? Because I think whatever move you're comboing with first or comboing with more, the skill 1 or the skill 2, so either the projectile or the dash, I think you max out first, and then you would max out the mark second. Just because I'd imagine if you rank it up, the damage it does goes up and maybe increase range, but I'm not too sure. So he skill 3s, applies the mark to God Goku. He did skill 2s. That feel like it did a lot more damage. Of course, I don't want to trust the damage, right? But if you just compare these two clips, that would feel like it did more damage than... Let me see this again. I think this one does more... they might do similar if this does more... Either they do similar damage or this skill 2 does more damage, but I think this might be better just because it feels way easier to land than hitting a projectile because it's just a dash. So you use skill 3, skill 2, and then you skill 2 again. And then now he's rush attacking. And then, yeah, we see God Goku had all of these market destruction stacks. Got to 3, and dead already. So it looks like you're going to be getting finishers a lot on Beerus. So I'd imagine he's probably getting a legendary finisher. A lot of new characters do. So if you're probably going to be seeing that a lot. Playstyle. When an enemy hero with market destruction is affected by Aldo Show, use a finisher or super attack to eradicate them. So we see Super Saiyan Vegeta, Ultimate Gohan, and God Goku all have 4 market destruction stacks. So I'm assuming this Beerus is going to ult immediately. They're trying the best to run away. This is pretty good range. Like, this is something you're not going to be very easily get out of. Kind of like a Broly ult. He's ulting, they're all running away. Maybe they could turn to kill Beerus. Doesn't last as long as I would think it does. Because he does there. Already ult over. But they all were low and already died. And that's it. Beerus seems super cool. I know in the playstyle they didn't really weave in the rush attacks. But I could see that being a big part of Beerus. If you skill 3, you rush attack, because if you go back to his rush attack, becomes a powered up attack if used immediately after activating his skill, excluding super attacks, increasing damage. So you skill 3, rush attack, then you either choose to reset skill 1 or skill 2. Or you could even say the combo might even be skill 1, rush attack. If these are like they're on top of you and truly committing to fight you. Skill 1, rush attack, skill 3, rush attack, skill 2, consume the mark, rush attack, refresh the cooldown of skill 2, rush attack. If they're not dead at that point, they're going to have 4 market destruction stacks, and then you just ult to kill them. That sounds like the right combo to me, or maybe if you're trying to use your skill 1, you would skill 2 to get in range, rush attack, skill 3, rush attack, skill 1, consume the mark, rush attack, skill 1, rush attack, and then ult if you need to. That sounds super cool. And maybe there can even be like a way to like outplay people where you skill 3, skill 2 towards them just to do a lot of burst damage, and then you refresh your cooldown for skill 2 and just immediately back out. That sounds like it could be pretty annoying if you use your skill 2 just to weave in and out of your combos until you feel ready to execute, then you hard commit. That could be very good. I'm super excited for Beerus now. His whole skill 3 with this combo system seems so cool to me, and I can't wait to try him out. And I believe that's the end of the video. Yeah, that's the end of the video. I like how they're changing the trailers now that they're kind of separating the full cinematics, and that's seemingly the reveals, because we saw a bunch of the cinematics with Beerus. And then now they're just making the character spotlights just strictly gameplay, and even showcasing like more playstyle stuff. I think that's a great change. And I actually really like what the Squadra is doing, letting content creators play Season 6 and Beerus early. They're updating the character spotlights to now include small playstyle videos in them. And while we still need to see the rest of the season to see what other characters are coming in the game, but I already know Squadra's going to hit every character because they've hit every other character in the game. Every character is so much fun to play. So I have fully complete faith in Squadra. And Beerus seems like just another one amazing release after another. And I cannot wait to try him because this whole combo mechanic seems super fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Stay tapped into the channel. Stay up with the Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra. Plenty of news covered on Season 6. More videos on Beerus and the other 2 characters yet to be revealed, as well as any potential news you need to know for the game. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!